Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Emergency ration bar taste test. Which ones are the best? Which ones taste best? Which ones have the best consistency? Which ones have the most vitamins? What about cost? What about all these things? There's a lot of different survival bars out there. Start off Daytrex rations, ration bars. Next one I'm going to look at is Grizzly Gear ration bars. Then here I got SOS ration bars. These are the coconut flavored ones. Don't really taste like coconut, but anyway. And then SOS cinnamon. And last but maybe not least, the UTS. These are the ones you can get at Walmart. So those are 5 ration bars. So I'll show you what they look like. We got right here is a portion of Daytrex bar. It's, got some color to it. It's really crumbly. And I'll also show you the packaging, just a sec. This is the Grizzly Gear bar. It looks like a shortbread cookie. And for visual appeal, I definitely think this is the best. Then we have the SOS bar. This is the coconut. And then this is a little bit darker. This is the cinnamon one. And then this is the UTS bar. Let me get it like there. There we go. So you guys can see kind of what they look like. Alright, first I'll start off with, actually I'll end with packaging. So, we did a taste test. Me and the family. So, what did we get? What did we see for taste? So we tested taste, texture, and how dry it makes your mouth. And then we rated that, and we also looked at the calories, we looked at the cost, and we looked at the vitamin content. So, with that said, Daytrex rations, these, the blue ones, they got, so the taste, 12-year-old says it was a 2, and this is out of 5. Obviously, lower number better. So 1 would be the best. So a 2 on taste. The 4-year-old said it was a 3 on taste. I said it was a 5 on taste. Texture was a 12-year-old said it was a 1. 4-year-old said it was a 5, and I said it was a 5. As far as dryness, 12-year-old said 4. I said 4. Didn't ask the 4-year-old for that one. Grizzly bars. These next. The ones that look like shortbread cookies. Taste. 12-year-old said 3. 4-year-old said 4. I said 1. Because literally, these things are like shortbread cookies. I'll eat these all day. It was all I could do to not eat the entire pack. 3,600 calories. These things are awesome for taste and texture. It's just like eating a shortbread cookie. Very, very good in my mind. Texture, we got 12-year-old said a 2. 4-year-old said a 4. I said a 1. Dryness, 12-year-old said 3, and I said a 1. Didn't really make my mouth dry at all, which some of these do because they're dry and they're crumbly, stuff like that. Basically just, protein and carbs. It's basically a lot of sugar and carbs and stuff like that. But anyway, SOS bars, taste. the cinnamon or the coconut ones first in the white pack. Taste, 12-year-old said 4. 4-year-old said 5. I said 2. Pretty darn good. Pretty close. Really close. As far as what's the best tasting. Was the SOS coconut or the Grizzly bars. Let me see the texture. We had 12-year-old said 3, 4-year-old said 2, I said 2. Just behind the Grizzly in texture. And then dryness, 12-year-old said 1, I said 2, because it's right there also. It doesn't really make my mouth dry. The cinnamon had numbers just right behind that. It was basically the same, just a little bit different flavor. So I gave it a 2, or no, I gave it a 3 for taste because I like the other one a little bit better than the cinnamon. 2-year-old or 4-year-old loved the taste. She picked the 2 cinnamon ones, of course. And then last but not least, well, maybe not least, the UTS. These bars. Taste, 12-year-old said 5, 2-year-olds or 4-year-old said 2. I said 4. Just a sec. Sorry about that. Where was I? Cinnamon and 4-year-olds. Yep. So yeah, the UTS, basically in a nutshell, all the numbers aside. So what we did is I added up all the numbers, and then so the low number would be the best. We came out, the winner was the SOS Cinnamon bar overall, was the SOS Cinnamon bar. Number 2 was the Cinnamon bar. Number 2 was the Grizzly. Number 3 was the SOS Coconut. Number 4 was the Daytrex. And number 5 was the UTS. The UTS made my mouth really dry. That's one of the biggest downfalls. And it only has 2,400 calories in the pack versus 3,600 for the other ones. But we'll talk about that in a sec. So, in the SOS Cinnamon, obviously if the 4-year-old didn't have input on it, the Grizzly would have been number 1, and the SOS Coconut would have been number 2. But anyway, she likes cinnamon. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at 3,600 calories for all these, except for the UTS. That is 2,400 calories. But keep in mind the price, which now we're talking about that. We'll talk about the price. The Daytrex, these are about $8 for 3,600 calories. The Grizzly, this, I got a 2-pack for just under 20, I think. So about the same price, $8 or $9 for 3,600 calories. The SOS bars, they also come in about the same price. The thing is, the UTS is like $4 something at Walmart. It's under $5. So I have a lot of those just because I happen to be at Walmart a lot and I grab them. The other ones, I'm definitely going to be ordering more of these Grizzly ones. I love these things. It'd be dangerous for me in a survival situation though, because I'd probably just chow all of them. They're so good. What else do we look at? The vitamin content. The UTS actually had way more vitamin content than all of the other ones. I mean, vitamin A, calcium, D, K, riboflavin, B6, biotin, iodine, copper, vitamin C, iron, vitamin E, thiamine, niacin, B12, panthenolic acid, whatever, however you say that, and zinc. All of those are 100% of the daily value. Way far and above and beyond all the other ones. Next in vitamin content was the Grizzlies. At vitamin A 50, calcium 50, thiamine 15, niacin 30, E 25, folic acid 35, B12 20, phosphorus 40, magnesium 30, panthenolic acid whatever 100, C was 60, iron is 10, riboflavin is 25, D is 50, and B6 is 90. So pretty good for vitamins. And the other ones had like under 10% in several of the categories, but not even close to all the categories. So overall, all said and done, I give the Grizzly, I feel, is the number one bar. And I had never had it before. Awesome, really good. The SOS bars, I have a little more experience with. I'd say this is number 2. And then the other SOS is number 3. Daytrex is number 4. And the UTS is number 5. But they'll all keep you alive. So let's get to packaging. Packaging is a whole other story. Daytrex, as you see, you open it up, it's back. They're all vacuum sealed. One of the tricks is also when you're looking at buying these things, see how the vacuum seal, so you can see all the different the lines in it and stuff like that. See this, so you can tell how tight it is. It's sucked in. Look at that, feel all of the package. If you got loose packaging like this, don't buy it. The vacuum seal is compromised. Only tight in, sucked in, vacuum sealed bags. Don't buy them if they're not. But anyway, okay, so you open it up, you see the bars in there. Individually wrapped bars. These are 200 calories each. Awesome. The best packaging, hands down. Yeah, I thought it was a pain in the butt because you got to open up so much. But think about it. You're out surviving and stuff like that. You want the individual packaging. because you may only want to have 1 or 2 of these, and then you can just throw this in a Ziploc bag and you're good to go. Worst packaging, Grizzly. My favorite one was the worst packaging. It wasn't even sealed inside. You just open it up and bam, there the bars are. And it's just one big, I mean, yeah, they're perforated right there. You can see, hopefully, there you go, perforation to break them in, and those are 400 calories each. But that's the worst packaging. So that wasn't a very good thing. The SOS bars. You open it up, and they're in these long bars, and they are, what are they? They are 410 calories each, but they're vacuum sealed all in one big blob, one big block. So not as useful. They're not individually wrapped. Oh, wait a sec. Okay, I amend that. I thought it was all wrapped together as a blob, but they're not. So they're wrapped, let me see, are these wrapped separately? Yeah, they are. Okay, I amend it. Best packaging goes to SOS and Daytrax. They are individually wrapped. They were just stuck together so tight that they stuck together, and I thought it was all one big package. So props to SOS. So that's really good. That's tied for number 1 for the packaging then. That's a good thing to realize here in the middle of it. Okay, and the UTS is also the same thing as a Grizzly. You open it up and it's just in there. That's just the cookie. One big blob. There's perforations for the bars, are 400 calories each. But all said and done, yeah, that's a really good find for the SOS. I didn't even realize that because I guess it's been a long time since I opened these up. So, yeah, value, packaging, taste, dry mouth. You don't want it giving you dry mouth, and that's one of the biggest detractors from the UTS ones. Because in a survival situation, you're already gonna, you have to find your own water or stuff like that. So you don't want this stuff. They all sort of, make your mouth a little dry, but the other ones are way better. So all said and done, yeah, get some and try them yourself, I guess. We all have different tastes. That's for one thing. You might not like the taste of the ones that I do, but I would highly recommend, if you want to pick out like 2 or 3 to try, pick out the Grizzlies and the SOS bars, and maybe the UTS, because of the vitamins and the cost. You can go down to Walmart, pick one up for under $5, order one of these online for 20, so $25, and you'll have 2 of these, the 3,600 calories, and 1 of the 2,400 calories. So you'll have a couple days of food right there. So then these are survival rations. They're not, you get tired of them, and it's not going to give you everything your body needs. You're not going to live on these long term. These are rations, quick grab and go, no preparation needed, no cooking, water maybe if you get dry mouth, but yeah. So we really enjoyed the test. It was a lot of fun testing them out. Like I said, I had to hold myself back from just devouring the entire Grizzly bag. But yeah, and then once you open them up, the individually sealed ones, you could throw back in a Ziploc bag and throw them in or vacuum seal them again and throw them in your kit, so you don't have to eat them. But obviously the UTS bars and the Grizzly bars, oh darn, we actually got to eat them all. Since they're not individually wrapped, you got to eat the whole contents in a certain period of time. Yeah, you can throw them in a bag, throw them in the fridge, throw them in the freezer or something like that, and they'll last longer if you just want to bring them out every once in a while for a grid down weekend or survival weekend or camping or something like that. Sure, go for it. But anyway, I enjoyed this test. I hope you guys got something out of it. Some good bars here. And you can find these sporting goods stores. You can find, like I said, these at Walmart, some of them. Amazon has all of them. And they're pretty decent prices. The SOS bars and the Grizzly bars, those 3 I just ordered from Amazon. Came in today. That's why we did the test. So it was a lot of fun. Hope you guys liked the video. So yeah, thumbs up on Grizzly and SOS. Definitely are my 2 favorites. But because the packaging, I guess I'd have to give the nod to SOS. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate your support, sharing the videos, liking the videos, commenting, and all the things. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.